United Way Onslow County Schools campaign kickoff, and this is a time where we recognize that the schools are an important part of our community and the support that we receive for United Way. United Way does many things for the community, and without the support and the assistance from the Onslow County Schools, we just could not do it. This is the beginning of our kickoff, and we are looking forward to an exciting year and much support from the schools.
Untold number of ways that United Way is involved in so many things in the community and helping in not just education kind of things, getting them involved in all the things that we do with that this morning, but everything you can imagine with children, all the issues there, non-for-profit businesses, those kind of things. A lot of things that we do across the board that are have a significant impact. Without United Way, we would be not nearly as well off in Onslow County as we are. It's just a key player in all that goes on in Onslow County and helping people to keep going, get back up, all those kind of things. So
I think something to keep in mind is the United Way here in Onslow County. Everything we do stays in Onslow County, and so we're out in the community with people, and really we're just a 5-person staff right now. So for us to work and the way the community works with us is really the power of the United Way here. We bring people together, we bring volunteers together, all the caring services around the community, all the other organizations. We all work together, and so I think that's the power of the organization, is not just who we are here today, but everybody that we bring to try and deal with some of the challenges here in the county.
Hi, I'm Craig Wagner, the president for United Way of Onslow County, and we're so glad to be at the 2015-2016 Onslow County Schools campaign kickoff for United Way this year. We're so grateful for the partnership with the school system, and I think the reason it's so robust is that the school system recognizes that we're in this together. We've created several community initiatives that specifically work to improve the holistic life of children and school-age kids in Onslow County because we recognize that we're in this together, and when they're in the classroom, they can be ready to learn.
Welcome to United Way Kickoff. This is an exciting time of year. Most of you know me. I'm Rick Stout, superintendent of Onslow County Schools, and Thanks, Steve. He's looking for that bonus. No, we're excited about being here. I'm excited about United Way. I served for 5 years on the board of United Way, where I was previously, and I'm a big supporter of United Way for all of the things that they do in our community and the efforts that they put out. Definitely they fill a lot of holes that could not be filled if it wasn't for United Way and our contributions. So thank you for being here. This is a great setup. I hope you like the decor of the 50s and great food in the morning start off. This is not like at school on a normal day. So I see a lot of principal faces out there, and I thank you as well for being here as well and supporting your staff on this as well.
What a great way to start a morning, and what a great way to start a kickoff for United Way. I walked into the room and I felt like I was going out on a Saturday night, and what a pleasure it was to see. So Craig, you and your team have done just a fabulous job, so thank you. It's my pleasure this morning to announce some of the awards that go to our schools. Each year we recognize schools that where 100% of the employees give, and we also recognize schools, one elementary, one middle, and one high school that has the highest per capita or per employee giving. And so we're going to start this morning with the schools that have had 100% participation, and we'd ask for you and your team to come up and accept the award. And let's all show our appreciation, because getting 100% is not a small feat. First, I'd like to recognize Blue Creek Elementary. Dixon Elementary School, 100%. Dixon Middle School. Hunters Creek Elementary. Jacksonville Commons Elementary School, 100%. Jacksonville Commons Middle School. Meadowview Elementary. Newbridge Middle School. Northwoods Park Middle School. Onslow County Learning Center. Silverdale Elementary School. And last but not least, Swansboro Elementary School. Let's show our appreciation again. As you guys know, next we'll recognize the schools that have the largest per employee contribution. So drum roll please for elementary school. Congratulations to Thompson Early Childhood Center. For the middle school, let's show our appreciation and recognition of Hunters Creek Middle. Yay! Congratulations to our high school with the greatest per capita employee contribution goes to Jacksonville High School. Congratulations. Another round of applause for our coordinators and our principals and our employee contributors. Thank you.
All right, well, good morning, everyone. So good to see so many familiar faces. And thank you so much for being here today as we kick off Onslow County Schools' 2015 United Way campaign. Another big thank you to Jones Onslow EMC and Golden Corral as today's sponsors. Let's give it up for them. They always do a fantastic job for this event. And we also have a special thank you to Kenneth Cox for bringing out that beautiful card that I know you all saw. And no, that is not the giveaway card this year. So maybe next year, maybe we can try to convince them to give it to a good cause. So before we hear some of the exciting things going on with United Way, let's go back in time to 1955. Imagine yourself driving with the top down in a 55 Bel Air, much like the one outside. Elvis's Jailhouse Rock is on the radio. My hair motionless in the wind with enough hairspray to ignite if near an open flame. It was a much simpler time back in 1955. Minimum wage was $1 and gas was 23 cents. The polio vaccine was created. Rosa Parks was arrested, sparking the civil rights movement. And In God We Trust was added to all U.S. paper currency. But in our community over 60 years ago, United Way of Onslow County was founded, and countless lives have been impacted ever since. In fact, last year alone, over 19,000 lives of our local neighbors in need were impacted. We're celebrating our 60th anniversary by honoring the past and building a better future. Across the country, and especially locally, United Way has been a highly trusted resource to move the needle on community issues. Unlike other larger nonprofits, however, all United Ways are completely independent and locally governed organizations. And a lot of people don't know that. So why is that important then? Well, aside from all the funds being raised here, staying right here in our community, we're able to recruit the people, the organizations, and all the experts from across the community who bring the passion, those skills and resources needed to get things done right here in our community. Because when it comes to the education, financial stability, and the health of our neighborhoods, United Way doesn't just donate or make quick fixes. We work with partners from across the county to figure out what our community needs and to make real change. United Way was originally created to be a more efficient fundraiser for all local agencies in need. Could you imagine if every nonprofit tried to run an employee workplace campaign or to fundraise to the extent that we do? It would simply be inefficient and unpractical and kind of take away that specialness of giving to an important cause. Because when you give once to United Way, your investment is magnified to over 30 local programs, agencies, and initiatives, and it just takes one gift. This has been United Way's core effort for over 60 years, and it works, and we certainly don't want to change something that isn't broken. But what happens when underlying issues begin to emerge that no one's addressing in the community? This is where especially United Way is invaluable as a community convener to bring people together. And one of our most important partners we're so proud to collaborate with is Onslow County Schools. Now, I may be a little partial since I'm a product of Onslow County Schools, but I believe one of the main reasons the school system supports United Way is out of recognition that we're serving the same children and we're in this together. Through this partnership, we've been able to create special initiatives that support children so that when they're in your classrooms, they can be ready to learn. A few examples of that include, with nearly half of school-age children on free and reduced lunch, our community came together to say childhood hunger is not an option. Our CHEW program, or Children Healthy Eating on Weekends, served over 430 students last year, sending home over 7,900 packs through 15 schools. And I'm proud to recognize our two newest partners, Parkwood Elementary and Trexler Middle, as our two newest CHEW sites. Let's give all the CHEW sites a round of applause. Another example of a unique initiative is with homeless children. And as that number and the working poor and the number of working poor families continue to increase, United Way created the Solutions for Stability Rapid Rehousing Program led by Susan Pridgeon, many of you know her. And in that time, in just 2.5 years, we have decreased childhood homelessness by over 34%. I think that's pretty applause-worthy too, don't you think? And our last example of a unique initiative is when on average, at least 6 Onslow County teens become pregnant each week, enough to fill over 6.5 school buses over the course of a year, we knew we had to take action. With Onslow's teen pregnancy rate being the highest, the second highest in the state, public and private partners across the county have come together to form the Healthy Youth of Onslow Coalition and set a goal to decrease teen pregnancies by 25% in 5 years. This is our first of 3 bold goals United Way has announced that will create systems change and reduce chronic issues in our community. Our teen pregnancy initiative is a holistic approach to increase knowledge, shift attitudes, and change teen behaviors on what a healthy relationship is, how to communicate effectively, and most importantly, youth empowerment. A similar project in Gaston County has already passed the 40% reduction mark in less than 5 years, and we feel confident that through our partnerships, we can accomplish this right here in Onslow County. This is why we look to building a better future for not only United Way, but the greater community, because we know when we can work together to leverage resources, we can move the needle on serious issues that affect our community. What other nonprofit can say that? United Way isn't about short-term charity, it's about lasting change, but we need your help. Help us provide a hand up rather than a handout. So let's take a look at this year's campaign video as we celebrate our 60th anniversary and revisit with a few previously featured clients who were helped through United Way. In honor of our 60th anniversary, we would like to take a moment to reflect on the proud history of United Way of Onslow County and say thank you to each and every one of you who has joined together to help our community live united over the past 6 decades.
Works many wonders. Give United.
That's the spirit, Pluto. Thank you.
Give your fair share, too. The United Way.
It's United campaign time.
It's United campaign time. Ooh.
This is a special report from the United Way of Onslow County.
It's the United Way.
The Onslow County United Way is about neighbors helping neighbors.
Neighbors who need your help the most.
We can't do it without you. You're the key to any success that we may have.
Every year, United Way in Onslow County has provided funds to help many agencies to support our boys and girls and the other citizens here in Onslow County. Here's a direct impact on boys and girls and their families.
Hi, my name is Allison, and these are my children, Dylan and Paige. 6 years ago, I lost my husband, David. The initial loss of a loved one is so devastating and debilitating. In the summer of 2010, I contacted Continuum Hospice. This is when we were informed of Camp Butterfly. Camp Butterfly is a grievance camp for children under the age of 18 that is also funded by United Way. All these years later, the impact is still felt in our family. Dylan and Paige have now been a part of the camp for the past 5 years, and it has absolutely changed their lives for the better. It is through the grace of God that He put people and different organizations in our path that has helped us deal with our loss. From my family to yours, we want to thank United Way from the bottom of our hearts for their continued support to our community.
Thank you, United Way.
11 years ago, the United Way of Onslow County was able to fund a program that helped me build a better life for me and my children. Really started with the basics. They sent us to class. We learned about math, fractions, how to figure out our own mortgage, about realtors, home inspections, how to keep our home once we get our house. Because of the generous support of people just like you, now we have our own home, and it's been 11 years. Thanks, United Way.
From our bases to our beaches, we have been inspired to stand proud, speak out, and live up to our slogan of Live United. Together, we have made a difference by changing the lives of those in need and building civic responsibility to create a truly caring community. Children's education is better, our neighborhoods are safer, our community is healthy, and our county, Onslow County, is better because all of you paid it forward by providing a hand up rather than a hand out.
But even with all these accomplishments, our neighbors still need your support. At United Way of Onslow County, our goal is to continue providing solutions that address community concerns and solve community problems. When you give to United Way, your gift is magnified to over 30 local programs, projects, and initiatives that help and make a difference right here in our community. When you give, you have a choice. Will you be inspired to get involved? Will you help build a better future in Onslow County?
So here's how you can help.
I would challenge each of us to reach back, to do a little more, to make a greater difference.
I hope you will join me in supporting the United Way of Onslow County.
Give,
advocate,
volunteer,
live united.
Live united.
Live united.
Well, one of our video stars is with us today and is our biggest cheerleader, donning her Jacksonville High Letterman jacket. I'd like to introduce our 2015 campaign chair, Paula Redick, to talk about this year's exciting campaign incentives.
Good morning, Onslow County Schools. Very excited. Marty McFly just gave me my Letterman jacket, so I'm going to take it off, though. It's a little warm in here. But didn't my mom do good on video? Okay. For many of you that don't know me, I'm Paula Redick, but for those of you that have been around the school system for a while, you've seen me here before. I have been the campaign chair for United Way before. In fact, this is my 4th turn of being the United Way's campaign chair. And I tell you that because I'm proud of that fact, because I am very proud of United Way for what we do in the community and all the good work that we do here to make this a better community for all of us to live in. Now, many of you have been asking me for some money over the past few weeks, and I just want to remind you that the Bright Ideas deadline is Friday at 5 o'clock. But now we're going to do a little bit of role reversal, and I'm going to ask you for some money. And I know although each of us gives because this is a great organization, because we do wonderful work in the community, and because it's the right thing to do, we do have a few incentives that we can offer for those that participate. Again, this year, we have some exciting incentives to offer you. I've got to lose the glasses. Can't see. When you help to build a future, you have the opportunity to drive into the future with a new car. For this year, the 6-year Marine Chevrolet Cadillac has been generous enough to sponsor the Champion Challenge giveaway. And our grand prize is a 2015 Chevy Sonic. You guys might have seen it out there when you rode up. In addition to the grand prize, we have a Microsoft Surface 3 tablet, a 40-inch Samsung LED HD TV for the runner-up prizes, and those are sponsored by Marine Federal Credit Union. And like last year, everybody that gives $1.50 a week, which that's equivalent to about a cup of coffee or a soda, which equals $78 a year. If you give that amount, you're going to be eligible to win one of these fantastic prizes. The only thing that's changed with our incentive program are the drawings. This year, we're going to do 4 per month starting October 31st. We used to do one every week. Now we're going to do all 4 one time, and they're all going to be at Marine Chevrolet during our agency awareness days. Now, each month we're going to focus on a different agency and their work that they do in the community. So it's going to be a good time for us to highlight the different agencies that we support in the programs. The drawings are going to be open to the public, so we encourage you to come and attend and see whose names are drawn out to for the car. As you all are aware, last year we did have an educator from Onslow County School that won the car. What school were they with, Craig? Do you know? Hunters Creek. Okay, there she is. So, yay. Are you enjoying your vehicle? Very much. And again this year, Marine Chevrolet Cadillac is going to sponsor the Caring Community Card. This is a separate drawing. This is anybody that fills out this card and turns it in, they're going to be put into a drawing for an Apple Watch. How many of you all would like to have an Apple Watch? Maybe? Well, we hope that you do that, because for every card that's turned in, Marine Chevrolet is going to give us an additional $1 to this year's campaign. So it's a win-win for everybody. You get an opportunity to perhaps win the latest technology with an Apple Watch, and they're going to give us some extra funding. Before we get into the instructions, we have one more surprise that's new this year. I want to see all the campaign coordinators' hands. Raise them up in the air. Thank you, first of all, for the job that you do. But this year, we have something exciting for all the campaign coordinators that run a United Way campaign at their business or at their school or their workplace. Based on the criteria that's located in your folder, we're going to be giving away a Myrtle Beach getaway, which includes show tickets, an oceanfront resort stay for the coordinator with the highest points. As well, we have a night on the town package, which includes 2 tickets to our signature event in the spring, to our Vine and Dine and our Taste of the Town, and you'll also get a stay at the new Marriott, Courtyard by Marriott for the runner-up, and those winners will be announced in March, so we have a little incentive for those individuals. Now, every school principal has a folder with information for you and your campaign coordinator, which includes a personalized fact sheet for your school, supply order form, participation form, and some instructions. And we really encourage you to call United Way if you'd like for somebody to come and help you kick off your campaign and talk about United Way and show the video. I'll be glad to come. We want to get your staff inspired about all the good things that United Way is doing in our community. Well, that's all I have. I want to say I appreciate everybody coming out this morning. And a big thank you to Onslow County Schools. You all are our biggest contributor to our campaign. We could not do what we do in Onslow County without the support of Onslow County Schools. So let's give you all a round of applause. As you consider your investment today, we hope you take time to think about what you saw in the video, or think about the programs that you've heard about and the good work United Way does in our community, and go back and share that with your family, your peers, your coworkers, and your neighbors. United Way does great work in our community. And as the words per Helen Keller, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. For the past 60 years, United Way of Onslow County has built a very strong foundation. but let's continue to build it stronger, bigger, and brighter for our future and for our community. So thank you. I look forward to working with you in your schools. And at this time, I'm going to call up Beth Folger, who's the Chief of Community Affairs for Onslow County Schools and United Way's newest board member.
As Paula mentioned, I'm the new community affairs person for for Onslow County Schools, moving here from Guilford County Schools. And while I'm new to Onslow County, I'm not new to United Way. In Guilford County, I served on the board of United Way and was active in many community events that gave back to our children and to our families. I believe in United Way. I've seen the impact that United Way has as an educator on families. It aligns with our mission as educators to make sure that our students are college and career ready, and we know that starts with wraparound supports very early in a child's life. That children aren't ready to learn if they are hungry, if they don't have their basic needs being met at home, and they don't have the supports that they need medically, with parenting, etc. And United Way has such an impact in our community on our children and helping us as educators be able to teach and care for children and prepare them for their future. Being new to Onslow County Schools and being new to the community, I have been literally amazed at how welcoming the community and the school district has been. It's always frightening when you're moving from a new location and you're making a life change. But to come into this community and to this school district and be accepted, I can't begin to tell you all the people that have reached out helping hands, whether it's helping me to relocate, whether it's helping me meet people in the community. It is an incredibly giving community, an incredibly giving school system. And as we gave out the awards earlier today, it was very clear to me that United Way is just another avenue for the school district to show how much they care about the community. When we have the number of schools that had 100% giving, that is phenomenal. I am so pleased to be a part of Onslow County. I'm so pleased to be a part of United Way and doing something that I believe in. It's all about the heart. Sometimes we get all caught up in the statistics, in the to-do list, in the deadlines, and this is really about the heart. So thank you for taking time out of your very busy day, giving of your heart today, and also volunteering to serve as the coordinators for our 2015 United Way campaign. The school district is the largest campaign contributor. We make a huge difference. United Way is depending on us, families are depending on us. And as you know, we only sponsor 2 major events throughout the school district. One is our United Way campaign, and then Relay for Life in the spring. So again, in closing, I just want to say how much I appreciate all that everyone in this room is giving of their time and of their resources to help our families and our community.